name is Katlego. I am from South Africa. I work mainly in the education sector, in the early foundation phase, which is between grade 1 and grade 3. And prior to that, I was involved mainly in advocacy and youth development. Those are my two areas of interest. I work mainly in the NGO space and also worked with some political parties. To be an activist, for me, it means challenging the status quo and not being comfortable with injustices and speaking truth to power. I got involved in NGO and as a social activist mainly because there were issues that I was unsettled about, and I felt like that is where I could make an impact in a space. Like for instance, I was working for an NGO in the interfaith space, so we're mainly advocating for peace and how to be an active citizenship in a democratic society, because I realized that in our country we had attained democracy, but most people didn't know how to make it work for them. It was mainly going to the polls and thinking that that is where it ends, but they did not know how to be active citizens. And also I realized that most of the instability around the continent was mainly sparked by religious intolerance. That's when I got involved in the interfaith space so that we could forge peace measures using different faiths. Mainly, I could talk about our neighboring country, which is Lesotho. There was a lot of instability and in the country in Lesotho, and that is where I felt like because it's mainly a country within South African borders, and I felt like if there was instability in Lesotho, then it would come into our country. And what we realized that with Lesotho, the culture is the same, the language, almost everything is one. The only thing that differentiated them was the religion, and that is a tool that we then used to forge peace within the country. Well, the idea for me applying for this residency in the first place was so that I could learn tools that I could take to share with fellow activists back at home, and mainly people from the neighboring countries, because we host a lot of people that are in exile, both from Lesotho and Zimbabwe, and those are the friends that are within my space, and that was the whole intention of applying for the residency. Yes, I think it's very important, because, as I said before, people do not know which channels to follow and in order to challenge any injustices. And right now, it's just at the tips of your finger, where you can use your phone to challenge different injustices.